In this video, I wanted to give you a step-by-step plan to simplifying your weeks and getting intentional with your time. So by simplifying your weeks, you are able to create more freedom, create more happiness, reduce frustration and annoyance in your life, and create an overall more intentional existence. This video is absolutely an interactive video. It's actually the second part of the Create Your Intentional Life Plan challenge. It comes with a free worksheet. If you want to sign up to the challenge, use the link in the description down below. Just click the link, register your email, and you'll be all signed up. I promise you the worksheet is helpful and it will leave you with a bunch of action steps from this video to create a more simplified life. I'm really excited about this one. So let's talk about how to simplify your weeks to create a better life, starting by creating a list. So the first step of simplifying your weeks is to create an actual picture of what your weeks look like at the moment. So what you actually want to start brainstorming is, firstly, what tasks are taking up your week? So like, what things are you doing with your days? Not behaviors or habits. So like from taking the garbage out to taking Instagram photos, all of those things should go on your list. This is like the tasks that are included in your role at work, the tasks that you do to just like maintain your life. So like cleaning, cooking, all of those things, working on projects, that type of stuff. So then you want to think about what commitments you have in your week. So things like going along with your friend or supporter at like a mums and bubs event, or your regular like walking catch-ups with a friend, or maybe you're just a person that attends like a lot of conferences, so that's like an obligation that you would want to write down. Then you want to think about what appointments you usually have. So things like hair appointments, nail appointments, brow appointments, all of the appointments, car appointments. Basically, this is just like a massive brainstorming activity because you kind of need to get a picture of where you are in order to move forward to create more intentional and more simple weeks. So the next thing you want to do is to figure out what you're actually enjoying when it comes to the tasks, activities, obligations that are filling your week and what you just are not. So we're sorting things into the good and the bad column. The good are the things that you look forward to, the things that you're keen to do, the things that you feel good when doing and after doing. The bad are the things that you like procrastinate, that you put off, that you're like, oh, I just really don't feel like doing that. Or maybe they're not even things that you don't enjoy doing, but like they feel difficult in your mind and you're just like I don't know what to do first, like I'm just not gonna do that right now. The next thing that you wanna do is actually take the things in that bad column and you wanna pick the top two things. The top two things that are the most frustrating, the most annoying. So kind of similar to yesterday's activity, but it's just completely different context. So maybe like me, you hate going into the doctors to get your prescription for your pill renewed. Like it's annoying, your doctor's a bit far away, the lady at the reception seems a bit judgy, the doctor's always running late, it's just a pain. And that is one of your top two things. So now is the exciting part where you actually start to simplify your weeks. You've painted a picture of what they look like, now you're moving forward and you're making them better. So you want to look at those top two negative activities, commitments that you have filled your weeks with, and you want to ask a few questions that I'm going to sort of walk you through to give you some ideas to start simplifying. Firstly, what would the consequences be if you just didn't do this? Think 1 year, think 5 years into the future, like what would really happen if you didn't do this thing? There are some things like renewing my pill prescription where there would be some real consequences to me not doing that. But if you're going to a weekly mums and bubs meetup just to support your friend, in 5 years' time, there's probably not going to be a huge consequence if you don't go and do that. The next question that you want to ask is, does this need to be done by me? Once again, this is a good filter question because if something doesn't need to be done by you, if there's someone else in your life that would be better at doing it and that would probably enjoy it more than you do, then you absolutely should be passing it to someone else. So if you have a partner, could your partner do this? Is there a friend that could do this? Is there another community member who could do this? Is there someone in your family who could help you to do this? Can you hire help for this? So you could recommend to your friend like, hey, Jasmine also has a child and would be great at that mums and bubs meetup. Or you could be like, hey, there's this task that I'm hating doing at work and actually like it's not really in my role description and I think that so-and-so over there would enjoy doing it more than me. I can have a conversation with my supervisor about that. So the next question is one you want to consider if there's not really anyone that you could pass this task along to, and if it's something that you yourself have to do. And that is, how can you make this easier. So for example, there's this appointment that you really don't like, it's really far away, maybe you could change to a different provider, like a different doctor or a different mechanic, so it's a little bit easier for you to get to the appointment. Or better yet, can you get an online appointment so you really don't have to leave your house, so it's much easier to do? Or one better, if it's a prescription, is there a way to get like an online renewal so you don't really ever have to think about it, it just comes to your door? Is there a system that you can create to make this easier? Some templates, some checklists? What can you do to make this whole activity much easier for yourself to do? The next question to ask yourself is, how can I make this more appealing? So the last two questions you probably recognize from yesterday's video, and this is all about how to make the activity, the task, a bit more appealing to you. And the last step of this process is to create your action list. So you've just gone through 2 big activities, events, that aren't things that you look forward to. If you liked this video or my last video, you're going to love this whole entire series. I'm gonna have a link to the series on the screen so that you can check it out. So click on that to get more like really actionable, really interactive worksheets, step-by-step guidance. I'll have that link in the description down below as well. I mentioned yesterday that there is something really exciting coming very soon. A lot of you will know what it is, but like, there's a hint. I appreciate you so much and I'll see you soon.